Shalom in your heart and in your home. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a special Okoti talk. Pardon me. I'm reaching out to the world, to women of the world, to men of the world, because this affects all of us. I'm reaching out because I've started a GoFundMe to fund home birth for Black women and women of color, but mostly and specifically and especially Black women. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Rachel, that's not inclusive. I'm not here to be inclusive. I'm here for women who need other women to be there for them, to advocate for them, to speak up for them, to find resources to help them educate themselves so that they can advocate for themselves as well. So if you're offended by me wanting this fund to specifically be for Black women, this isn't the space for you, and you can go in shalom and let's move on. Now, if you're here still watching the video, thank you for taking the time out. I really appreciate it. I know many of you have seen the headlines about many women dying in the hospital from complications due to complications from childbirth. And when you read their stories and you listen to the testimonies of their families, you realize like a lot of it could have just been easily avoided had they had a good provider, a caring provider. Now, I'm not trying to say that there aren't caring providers in the hospital, but the modality of hospital birth is very different than that of a midwife in a home birth setting and even in a birthing center. There aren't very many freestanding birthing centers out there. So now we just kind of have the option of home birth or hospital birth. And so with that being said, my fund that I'm trying to raise the goal is to raise $6,000 to fund 3 home births at a sliding scale for 3 Black mothers. We're open to mothers of color, but we're going to serve Black mothers first. And I'm looking for midwives who are willing to see a mother on a sliding scale. And not to say that there aren't very many, because a lot of home birth midwives work with you on a sliding scale according to your economic need, and some even go as far as to do pro bono births. So, but they can't. This is their vocation, this is their profession, and this is their passion, and they deserve to be paid for their work. And so with that being said, I'm not asking for any midwife to do a pro bono birth. I would like you to be compensated in some way. And so I'm hoping that for the price of 1 home birth with all the fixings, that means the birthing tub, the photography, the doula, that's around $6,000. I'm asking for that to be split and serve 3 mothers. So if you feel like this is something you would like to support, please click the GoFundMe link on my page and donate as much as you can. And if you're not in a position to donate financially, because I understand with these times and just with life period, sometimes you really just can't make that type of financial contribution. If you can't, please share it so that it can get into the path of someone who is able and willing to support the work. I thank you for taking the time to listen. I thank you for giving. I thank you for sharing. It's so important that if you can help someone, do it. It doesn't take much to just share this video. It doesn't take much to read a couple articles and look at the mortality of Black women and Black babies in hospital settings. The anxiety that a Black woman faces when she becomes pregnant isn't the same as what any other a woman of any other race may face. Not only do you have the regular things that a mama faces, but she has to then worry about, will her provider take her seriously? Will her provider see her as a human being? And that isn't fair, and it isn't right. Young lady, out. Excuse me. Mama things. And no, I'm not going to edit that out. So I look forward to your feedback. I look forward to you guys sharing this. And again, I thank you. And help a mama where you can, because mamas are the doors to the next generation of people. And a happy mama equals a happy child. Don't you ever sleep on that fact, because it's true. Shalom in your heart and in your home, and I thank you for sharing.